Alright, what's going on, Phantom Force and Cosmogs fans alike? This is Phantom Base, coming at you with our week number 7 battle in the IBL, where New York Cosmogs are currently 4-2, and we're not happy about it. But we're taking on a good buddy Matt O'Shea, who actually took over the team for Flame Horizon. If I can get around to it, his link in the description below. But I am recording this battle kind of last minute, because I did want to have the battle up on time. I would say that is Thursday night, but like I don't have the time to go into my prep because I don't really remember it. Although, well, I would normally have a team prep video up for you guys Saturday, but as it stands, I don't really have the time to do so. So we're just gonna go a little more in depth in the intro of this video, and without any further ado, let's take a look at his team. He's got, as you see, he's got the Jolteon Zangoose, the Suicune Volibee, Landorus T, and Mega Pinsir. And if I recall correctly, his team on incompletion is, let me read this roster out to you. This disgusting roster. It's actually pretty crazy what he's got. He's got where is it? He's got Landorus T, Sarina, Gardevoir, Suicune, Mega Pinsir, Registeel, Drake, Algae, Jolteon, Zangoose, and Volibee, with Landorus T his only Z Crystal user. Now let's go over the team that we've got. First off, I have Spadef, Piloswine. Here to check Jolteon and Landorus T. We've got Ice Shard, EQ, Roar, and Rocks up this week. No, yeah, I know we have Ice Shard. I think we have Crash as well, actually, with Roar and Rocked. Next up, we have a Stallbreaker Hydreigon, I want to say. Let me actually... Oh, I don't even remember my prep. Let's go take a look, shall we? Shoot. Yeah, let me go take a look real quick. We're gonna take a look and see, because I don't want to be that guy that doesn't have his team pulled up when he should. Okay, so we have a Stallbreaker Hydra with Dread Plate, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Taunt Roost with a Dread, Dread Plate, enough speed for his Landorus, I believe, if I recall correctly. I don't know, there's something else on his team. Yeah, like I said, spit up. Oh no, we didn't have Crash, we had Avalanche on Piloswine. Anyway, next up we have the Toxapex. You'll see right there, and we brought a very mixed defensive Toxapex this week. Primarily phased out with Toxic Spike, Scald, Recover Haze. With a Shoka Berry, this was our answer to our, I think it was our main answer to Pinsir. It was a decent answer to Pinsir. You can check Pinsir with EQ. Also our best way to handle Subcalm Mind Suicune, as well as a decent way to handle his Zangoose. Toxic Spikes were there primarily for Suicune. Next we brought a Fightini. Next up you see Mega Aerodactyl with a Stone Edge, Ice Fang, Aerial Ace, and Rooster, an Adamant set with enough speed for his fastest Mon, which is, I believe, like I said earlier, I think I said his last Mon, or his fastest Mon, I think is actually, I can't even remember. I don't know. We're creeping, let me look at this. I don't know, you're wrong here. Okay, we're creeping a base 115. So I can't remember which one that is. Anyway, next up, and then our last Mon we have Kartana over there with we're at Fightinium Z7 with Swords Dance, Leaf Blade, Summer Strike, and Sacred Sword. This thing could potentially clean up late game or just break depending on how I want to use it. And same kind of goes with this particular Necrozma set. We're a Subcalm Mind, Moonlight side, Mono Shock set that's meant to capitalize on Suicune. We have enough speed for Suicune that's invested quite heavily in speed. And we can sub up on it as he tries to get for Toxic or Scald, and our sub isn't broken unless he's got Roar. Yeah, so without much further ado, let's get to the team here. I know you guys have enjoyed the fact that I like leading with Piloswine. Like, really, there's no reason not to, because his team we need rocks up. And, yeah, I'm actually going to turn the music up. I've noticed in my recordings that the music's been quite low. So, anyway, yeah, Pilot Wine overall just seemed like the best lead, because the only things on his team that get knock off aren't going to be ones that things that want to stay in on me. You know, like nothing stays in on this Pilot Wine outside of his freaking Suicune. I noticed really early that this Pilot Wine's just got a really good matchup here, and if he can weaken, and once we can weaken the Zangoose, Pilot Wine can just kind of go in, especially once we remove Suicune too. So yeah, that was the plan. We're going to lead Pilot Wine and try to get rocks up as early as possible. So let's get on with it. Yeah. For the record, this will be the last time you see me doing a post-com this season, if I can help it. Yeah. So there's that. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna lead off with our Pilot Wine, as he chooses to lead off with his Jolteon. Now, of course, here I'm gonna do what I should do and always click Stealth Rocks, because he's not staying in. Unless he's got Baton Pass, there's no way he's staying in. And of course, he goes to Suicune, which I fully expected. And he gets, of course, it's fresh. Or what would you expect? And then you get rock, but we get rocks at turn 1, which is perfect. Helps us chip down the Pinsir, helps us chip down Landorus, helps us chip down everything, and Volibee too, because nothing's an issue. Next, we're going to switch out, and I think we're going to go straight into our, our Toxapex, because that's our best answer for this thing. As he goes for Whirlpool, I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but it gives me free Toxic Spikes, so I'm not worried about this, because that means he's forced to switch out, because I can just recover stall this thing all day long. And he doesn't want me to actually go straight up outright Toxic either. So he's going to go into what was probably his best play going into Zangoose as a set up Toxic Spikes, which is great for me because it's now weird. It's going to wear down this Suicune. This is going to wear down everything that's named isn't Landorus, because we got them up before Pinsir Mega Evolved. Turns out he's a Toxic Orb Zangoose, which I figured he would be because that's the better set versus. He's not going to bring a Belly Drum set because he just needs the instant power. You can't afford to try to set up against someone that gets Haze. Here I'm thinking, okay, either he's going to go straight out for an attack, or he's going to or he's going to try to set up a Swords Dance, because this thing is scary. Like, this thing is a nuisance. But I decided that damage was my best option for this thing, so we're going to go for a Scald outright, just trying to scout his set a little bit. Return wasn't too big killing me from this range anyway, but he does go for Swords Dance, proving that he can actually straight up kill me. Now, because we're going to get Scald off though and get some nice damage on this thing, because we have a little bit of investment to be able to bust this thing down a little bit. And the Toxic Orb is helping us more than it's helping him, really, because now he's going to go for Facade and just straight up knock me out. Like, there's no way we live this hit. Toxapex drops, but now thanks to his Toxic Orb, he's now guaranteed in range of my. Actually, we're gonna force him out. I think. Go into my Kartana here to scare him out because he can't afford to stay in here. There's no way he can afford to stay in here. So we're gonna force him to go into his Volibee, which he has proven to be a max Fizz Def set, as you can see by this damage. We do so little with Leaf Blade is crazy. But here I'm gonna go hard out into my Hydreigon because this is the one thing I can use to capitalize on this thing. But he actually makes a really smart play, and he goes for Roost. I mean, I had to respect the outplay, so there's no reason why he shouldn't Roost there. But here I decided I'm going to taunt him to prevent him from defogging. And of course, he's gonna make the read. I mean, it's not really like it's a good or bad read here, but like it's a read. And he clicks U-turn. And while that benefits him in the initiative, it kind of really doesn't matter too much because his team is incredibly slow. Like, he brings in Pinsir here, and I'm like, okay. So here I'm sitting here screaming, okay, I've been sitting here making the obvious play, not like the obvious play, but the safe middle ground plays here for a good bit. And he's playing quite aggressively, so I'm like, okay, it's time to switch it up. Here, I know he's going to think that I'm going to switch. He's 100% going to think I'm going to switch. And he's going to click return. He's not going to click close combat. Because my obvious switch in is to go into Toxapex. There's no reason, or not Toxapex, Toxapex is dead. But my other switch in is Necrozma. There's no reason. I don't even think it's Necrozma. Arrow. Why did he go for? I don't know, that doesn't make much sense. Because my other mom was freaking at Pylo, Arrow, Hydra, Toxapex, Necrozma, and it's another offensive mon, I think. I can't remember what my 6th mon was now. I'm gonna go nuts trying to figure that out. Let's freaking Kartana. So he was still his best play was close combat, so it tells me anyway. I expect him that he's not. The thing is, close combat from this range, while it would have taken me out, I don't know. I expected him to try to set up here because he thought he was forcing me out. And I forgive the lag, guys. This really does suck. It's like Citra doesn't run great on my computer, so I'm just really hoping for these live comps will be better. But yeah, he goes for a return here, and we do live on 1 HP. The crazy thing is that was actually close to a max roll. So thankfully the toxic spike's going to come in clutch, and he's going to take it out. Now, thankfully that proved to me that he was a jolly set, not adamant, which means that we could, had he been adamant, we would have outsped him anyway because we were incredibly fast. We ran. That's what it was. We ran enough speed for an adamant scissor or pincer. Anyway, so here's going to go into his Jolteon. Like, okay, we're just going to go hard on the Piloswine because either he's quick feet or he's expert belt. He's probably quick feet to take advantage of these toxic spikes. And we're going to go into Piloswine here to shoot any hit he goes for. And he goes for HP Fire. Yes, it's HP Fire, and here's the reason why it does so much damage. I'm an oblivious Piloswine. I'm not freaking thick fat. I was thick fat, I'd take it even less than that. So here we're going to click Roar, I believe. Don't quote me on this. I know he goes into Coon, and he's got to take Toxic Spikes, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted them for. It was for Suicune. I didn't care about anything else, I just wanted him on Suicune. Actually, I think I clicked EQ here. Or I clicked Avalanche, expecting him to go into his Landers, because EQ is such an obvious play that like I had to make an aggressive read. And even if I didn't, even if I got that, damage is damage here. Especially because he's proving that he is not a leftovers. So it tells me either Resto Gesto or he's a Super Berry. But this kind of just makes my life easier in the fact that all I've got to do now is just this thing is weak, and I just got to get into Kartana and start killing crap. Because while yes, yes, Jolteon always checks Kartana because I'm pretty much guaranteeing that it's quick feet. The thing is, nothing switches into my Kartana anymore because Volibbe's got to take rocks again, and it'll be in range of, I think, a Leaf Blade into a Sacred Sword after rocks and Leaf Blade damage, so it would be in range of a Sacred Sword, I think. And then the other option is that he's got Landers in the back. That's still not going to take 2 Leaf Blades unless you like Keyberry, which would be crazy. But yeah, so my play here is to go. And here's the thing, like I said, he's seen me playing pretty middle groundish for the most part. So here I'm going to make the aggressive sack to save this Piloswine because it does a massive number to his team. I'm going to sack off my Hydra because I'm expecting him to just go for anything at all kills me. And then on the off chance he clicked rest, I could taunt him down so that he couldn't go for Sleep Talk. But so he does toxic me though, which is good news for me because that means that he's showing one less move slot for rest and Sleep Talk. Right now he's got Whirlpool, Toxic. I'm guessing Protect is the other move, and then he's probably got Rest with a Chesto Berry. So we're going to go into our Necrozma here. This is where that speed investment I told you about is going to come in clutch. We have enough HP so that Registeel can break ourselves, but obviously he didn't bring it, so it doesn't matter. But like, he clicks Toxic, and that speed investment really came in clutch here. So we're going to get our leftovers back, and we're just going to set up a Calm Mind. And so, here's the crazy thing. He's forced to go into Volibbe here to try to break my sub, because he can't waste his turn defogging. Actually, no, that's right, he roosted to the full. That's 25%. Click Side Shock, it doesn't affect him, I don't really care. Because he's got to click Foul Play here. I know he's going to click Foul Play here, so I'm just going to click, I think I click Moonlight. No, I don't, I just hard out. Like, I hard out here, and I go into my arrow. Because, Oh, that's right. I predicted him. It didn't matter because foul play wasn't killing me. But he goes for knockoff. So I'm like, okay, that's great. Got such good information on this thing. And now we're essentially forcing him to come in and either take damage with this or take damage with something else. And that's the crazy thing. Is like this Mon just puts in so much work now. And I click Stone Edge, and this thing just takes a huge hit. And then he clicks U-turn. I'm like, he didn't have foul play. I don't know why I didn't have foul play against a team with freaking Kartana, but that's on him. I don't really know what else he was thinking. Clearly, the main reason he's going into this thing is because he's going to be quick feet. There's no reason why he would go in otherwise. So I have to respect this, and once again go into my Pilot's Wine. Because I have no reason not to. Now, the crazy thing is D-clicks Volt Switch, which is great for me, because means we get the hard read on this thing, and then proves that he is not yet. He doesn't prove that yet, but like he's gonna go out into his Volibee to sack it. As I click EQ, which is fine, but that means his only other defogger is Landorus, and I doubt it's gonna be his defogger. But he goes into his Zangoose here, which is actually perfect for me because he is now in range of an Ice Shard after rocks, which is great. So we're just gonna click Ice Shard here and pick this thing off. And so Pilot's Wine already has 2 kills under his belt for this match, which is great for me. He goes into Coon, and Coon. Here's where I'm gonna make an aggressive read here, because I'm gonna expect him 100% to go for a Water type move. There's no reason he doesn't. Okay. He has to go for Whirlpool here to try and trap my Pilot's Wine and keep it from doing anything to his Landers. So I have to make the aggressive read here. I'm going to go hard into my Kartana, because this will put me in such a great position, because he's forced to sack something essentially. So I'm going to go hard into my Kartana, and I'm going to take the Whirlpool. Actually, he's going to miss it, and I'm just going to Leaf Blade because something's dying. He has no switch into this thing anymore. I'm going to click Leaf Blade here. This thing is going to drop, and then once he goes into his that's the thing, is he's gonna go hard on his Jolteon. And I'm gonna be like, this is Kareem Scarf, because or Quick Feet, because of the fact that if I was Scarfed, I would outspeed this thing and kill it. But I know he's smarter than that. He's gonna bring Quick Feet Jolteon, so we're just gonna go out into our. But we're gonna go out into our Necrozma this time, so we can shoot HP Fire really easily. Now, here's the crazy part. This is where he proves that he's not Scarfed. First off, that crit HP Fire did nothing, so that tells me that he's not offensive boosting item unless he's Expert Belt. Okay, and we're just gonna click. And then he proves he's not Scarfed or Choice, so he goes for Signal Beam. Like, okay, this should be interesting. He does a lot of damage, so that tells me that he's definitely freaking Expert Belt. So this Psyshock just kills him. And his only Mon left is Landorus. So we're going to click, take some lefties health back. And his only Mon left is Landorus, which is great, because, he's going to take rocks. And this will put him in guaranteed range of 2 Ice Shards. Or 1 Avalanche, but, I could. So, we're just going to stay in here and sack off Necrozma here, because I know whatever he does is going to kill me. But he goes for Rocky MC. I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. It's gonna beat my arrow. But actually, that wouldn't have done a whole lot to my Kartana had I switched to him. But I'm not brave enough to switch it in. So yeah, that's the thing. He's gonna go for Crush, and you're just gonna see my Necrozma go bye now. So we ain't living that hit. Sorry, there's no hope for that. But good news is this thing doesn't get Beast Boost, so we're okay with that. And this just gets us a free switch into our Pilot's Wine to give us some clean damage. We click Ice Shard here, because we were guaranteed out of range of anything that wasn't Superpower. And Superpower is a roll from this range. He goes for Hammer Arm. Like, okay, we lived this. Apparently we don't, because he crits us. So it's like 3 crits he's gotten on this game, by the way. But this is the only one that mattered, because this was differential changing. But so then we're just like, alright, we'll just go into freaking Kartana here and click Leaf Blade and just call it a game. So yeah, we pick up the nice duo win versus Matt O'Shea. So we are now 5-2. going into week number 8. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. That's all it's been for me. It's been Fan Base, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys.